Okay, question 11. There are 200 workers working in a factory, and we've got to draw on the opposite grid a cumulative frequency graph. The cumulative frequency column has already been done for us, which is handy, and 200 people working at the factory. So what you've got to understand with a cumulative frequency graph, it's a less than graph. It's telling you how many people are less than 20 at the factory, or less than 30, or less than 40. Okay, so we always use these upper bound numbers in the classes to plot the coordinates against the cumulative frequency. So I'm underlining the numbers that we're going to use to plot our cumulative frequency. So let's try and do this nice and quickly. So 2025, there are 25 people that are less than 20 years old. So we'll put a dot there. There are 70 people that are less than 30. So that's nice. That'll be on the line. 70 there. 138 are less than 40. So 138. There's 5 squares for each 10. So each square is worth 2. So we'll drop down 1 square for 138. Less than 50 is 175, so 50 years old. 175 people are less than 50 years old, most of them. Carry on, what's the next one? 60, 186, so 60 up to 186. There's 180, 6 would be 3 more squares. And 70, 194, 70 up to 194, there's 190, 2 more squares. And then the last one is 80, 200, so that's nice and easy. 80, 200. Now, on your exam, a nice smooth curve with a pencil, please. You can watch me struggle and try and do this on the board. Not very easy. Here we go. So you kind of want to do something like this and join them up. This has gone terribly wrong, but you get the idea. It should have an S shape to it. It's got a bit of a bend in the middle there, isn't it? Not good. Hopefully yours would look a lot neater. And so let's move swiftly on from that. Graham is saying something here. He's saying, right, 10% of the workers at the factory are older than 65. 10% being what? So we've got 200 workers. What's 10% of that? So 10%, you divide by 10. So he's saying 20. So he's basically saying 20 of the workers at the factory are older than 65. Let's read off the graph and see how that goes. So 65 is here. You would read up to the graph. So let me just mark this on up here. You'd read up to there and join it up with the ruler. If I try and do this with the ruler, it will go horribly wrong. So I'm just going to do a nice delicate dotted line that, again, struggling to keep the accuracy of this pen is not good. Alright, so you get the idea. Nice and straight from you guys. Presentation's a bit off. Read across. Where are we reading to? So off this way. Now my one is giving me a reading of, looks like 192 people are less than 65. Let's just check the mark scheme to see what they reckon. So, what have I said? Yeah, I've said 192 are less than 65. So that means there are 8 above 65 for my graph. They're sort of saying, I think they're saying 9. So, okay. Not too far out then, but for me, I would say, because mine wasn't very accurate, I'd be saying only 8 workers are older than 65 from graph. Alright, so they'll give you some follow-through marks. You know, they'd have to give me a follow-through mark because I've done it very accurately, but I have read off the correct reading at the correct place from my graph. So try and keep it as accurate as you can so you get all the marks. Good luck with those.